Thursday, May 14th, 2020. Instagram users JoJo's Bizarre Marriage and McDonald's Yukiko hopped onto Roblox for a session of shenanigans. What they did not anticipate, though, was a day of birth and celebration. That day, there were many games at their disposal. Flee the Facility, Murder Mystery, Welcome to Bloxburg. And out of their colorful catalog of choices, they chose Yandere Simulator Roleplay. Here is a video of that day. Such a short, silly video was soon to be discarded, but was luckily saved to backup. Now, this session was so influential that after they had logged out of Roblox, they moved to the group chat they shared with their friends and started roleplaying. The characters were based on stereotypes. Haru being a made catboy, and Rocky being an edgy fallen angel. There are no screenshots handy, but soon after, a roleplay group chat was made consisting of Instagram users, Banana and McDonald's Yukiko, JoJo's Bizarre Marriage, Sus Vortex, Stinky Little Guy, and others. Slowly, the Yaoi catalog grew as more members joined, and the lore expanded. Instead of two-dimensional stereotypes, they blossomed into something more. The first official Yaoisville roleplay was a year ago, so certain details may be forgotten or skipped over. It was not properly logged or saved, and is considered lost media. But what I can recall is that it started with Haru running late for college, and him crashing his bike into Rocky's car. Rocky would take Haru back to his mansion and force him to be his maid. Rocky lived with his friend, Iko. Iko was portrayed to be clueless, a yaoi fanatic, and the narrator as well. Originally, the mansion was owned by Rocky's family. This is because there's a generational fountain of pee in the garden, all the pee being from his family members before him. The pee had healing properties. The original Rocky mansion also had 635 floors. Now, as of December 8th, 2021, the mansion belongs to Wyatt, and formerly Wyatt's mother. Anyways, throughout the roleplay, Rocky's alter ego, Yakor, would show up numerous times. He would also be a point of conflict throughout. Somewhere in the roleplay, Dylan arrives at the mansion. Dylan was a pirate with not much known about him. There was a budding romance between Haru and Rocky from the get-go, but after Dylan's introduction, Haru and Rocky were also attracted to Dylan, and a love triangle rivalry of some sort was formed. So, somewhere in between, Haru knocks out Rocky but awakes Yakor. Haru escapes and runs to his apartment while being chased by Yakor, who drags him back. Rocky eventually comes back to his normal self. Somehow, Haru and Dylan kiss and drive Rocky insane. Rocky runs away and becomes very sad. Dylan, and Haru find Rocky, but there is no time for rejoicement as a new threat appears to Yaoisville. Jeff. Jeff, as portrayed in this roleplay, is a giant who floods Yaoisville with cum. Rocky, determined to protect everyone, puts them in the bra bunker under the mansion. Rocky goes out to fight Jeff. Jeff sucks Rocky into his mouth and kills him, flooding Yaoisville with cum. In the end, Dylan leaves the flooded Yaoisville and sails into the sunset. That one roleplay set the tone for all of Yaoisville. After that, merch, fan art, and other things were made. More people joined Rocky and friends, and the lore expanded, but after a while, it died out. June 21st, 2021, the official Yaoisville Discord was made. With this Discord, it was easier to keep track of all things that occurred. Then on June 27th, 2021, the first official roleplay of the server was done. It was a parody of the first roleplay, featuring new Yaoians like Dekano, Wyatt, and Senju, and with other roleplays, Liu, Fuzawa, and many more OCs and all that. But after Yaoisville became such a national hit, Disney was eager to absorb it like they do with everything. With the contract with Disney, there are 7 spin-offs and a toy line on the way. Since that fateful day, Yaoisville have grown beyond Yaoisville. There is a never-ending lore, 4 nations, and family ties. There is pain and love, joy and hardships. Yaoians die, Yowians are born. People can now call themselves proud Yowiers. They hang up pictures of Takano on their wall. They buy their children Rohan dolls. They consume Yaoisville-themed food. Yaoisville is more than a random, quirky show. It is part of American culture. In coming 2024, Yaoiland will be built... And coming 2024, Yaoiland will be being built on top of Orlando, Florida's Disneyland, since Rocky and Friends are bringing in more money than Mickey. This concludes my Yaoisville history analysis.